Hi guys, it's Alice here from Mini Model Wars, and today I have a video response for you. The response is for Repeated Axe, who asked in a comment on the Wargames vlog. He asked if I could make him a 1,000 point Tau list. Basically, a couple of points to add for this video. I'm going to presume that you have every single model in the Tau army in the codex, because you didn't give me any specifications for the army. Of what you've already got in models, so I'm just going to add everything in there, like sort of if you had everything, this is what I would add. I'm going to show you a couple of models. I don't have all the models I'm going to talk about, and they're not all painted, the ones that I already have, so bear with me please on that. So let's head straight on in there then. HQs. I've chosen 2 HQs for the simple fact that, well, some people may say it's wasteful of points, but the points that the HQs I've chosen are already quite cheap in points compared to other armies. Like I know Chaos and stuff like that have really expensive, and especially Grey Knights. They have very expensive HQ. What they can do. So compared to other armies, it's not too bad. But for Tau, you might be able to get a couple more things in there if you maybe do a bit of maybe do a bit of tweaking. Obviously, a lot of this list can be changed. Maybe I'll talk about the changes you can make at the end. So the first one is a card of Fireblade. The reason I've chosen this is because it can go in a squad of Fire Warriors. Give them the special rules that he has, which are split fire, supporting fire, and volley fire, which can really help get down some lead. Get the lead down your enemies' throats, especially if you've got a horde against a horde army such as Tyranids or Orcs. It can really help dwindle them down to numbers you can take easier. 60 points, not too bad. You can also add obviously you can add him in a fire warrior squad, which can help. You can also add drones to him. I don't normally use drones with anything, to be honest. If they're free, sure, use them, might as well. But I don't know why do I just don't like using drones anyway. So the second thing, so it's his partner in crime, is the Commander Battlesuit. They recently got a new model for this. I have the old model, unfortunately, the sort of, well, the upgrade pack where you've got the suit and then sort of a couple of upgrades. Here we go. Unfortunately, only primed, but I drilled on a bit of a better sort of pose for it, like a flying pose, Superman pose. So, for this guy, he's 85 points base, and you get to add 4 things from the ranged weapon / supporting systems list. So I obviously took my time and chose some suitable things for that. I chose to give him a multi-tracker so he can get as much of his weapons, use much of his weapons up. Because obviously they're going to be targeting him because he's a HQ, extra victory points. So if he can fight back, that's even better. A shield generator, just to let him give him that extra strength, really. A shield generator gives him a 4+ invuln, I think, anyway, yeah. So obviously that can help him then survive a bit more of the enemy fire. I've then given him a burst cannon, because that's a nice 4 shots, which again helps him put down a lot of lead, and then cyclic ion blaster, which can be 3 shots or can be a heavy blast. So again, a lot of shots, or it's not very far. I think it's 18 inches, so it's not very it hasn't got much range to it. But with the Christ Battlesuit, you're not going to stay back much, are you? You're going to try and get as close as possible. Fire weapons, maybe then to do the jammy Christ Battlesuit jump back. So you can't really lose. Troops then. Troops, I think it's pretty straightforward. Fire Warriors. 2 squads of 10 Fire Warriors, all with EMP grenades, which are now 2 points per model, which is even better, because before they were 3 points per model. The 2 points per model, so then 90 points per squad, plus 20 points, that's 110 points per squad. Not too bad at all. For the elite section, a Riptide. A Riptide is 180 points, which can cost a lot, especially in a 1,000 point battle, which you want to try and preserve the points. But you also get 2 items from the supporting systems list, which again I took full advantage of, giving him a velocity tracker to shoot down the planes, and then a stimulant injector. Again, just to add a bit more to him. That's 180 points, so it's not too bad for what you get, you know, with a save of 2 plus. Obviously then you get 5 wounds as well, and a 5 plus invuln from the Riptide shield generator. Anyway, so yeah, obviously you get supporting fire as well, which is a brilliant point to add. A lot of the tower units now have supporting fire, and of course the Riptide has a Nova Reactor, which only the Chasvray has, but it does help again, just a sort of last minute attack. Fast attack then, fast attack. Again, I think it's pretty straightforward. Pathfinders. Pathfinders, in my opinion, are one of the #1 things you need for a Tau army. I haven't got Pathfinder. Hang on. Hang on. There we go. There's me Riptide. Can't really see it very well there. See if I can. There he is. Recently painted this guy up. Love him. Magnetize the weapon. With a weapon, I've got to add, obviously you can have an iron accelerator cannon, or you can have a heavy burst cannon. Personally, iron accelerator, just because it has the large blaster, it has, you know, you can no react it, all that kind of thing. But with the burst cannon, it is 8 shots, so it is still a very powerful weapon. Which you can use that very often against sort of horde armies, but that's again up to you. That's up for interpretation. I'm going to use a Fire Warrior as a Pathfinder example, just because I haven't got a Pathfinder myself. I normally just proxy Fire Warriors. Basically, for the Pathfinders, I do spend a lot of points on them. I think I spend altogether 155, 155 points, which can be a lot. It then has 10 Pathfinders, EMP grenades for all of them. You probably want to put a drone in there. I've just used the most expensive drone just for now, which is 25 points, just to buffer, just in case you do want to take that. And one of the Pathfinders then have a ion rifle for the extra 10 points, just to add a bit more firepower to the thing. So that's again 155 points. Again, can be quite costly, but you can sort of compromise with maybe not having a drone, not having EMP grenades, even not having iron rifle, so you could save yourself the 55 points. Another fast attack then is the Sun Shark Bomber. I have the fighter unfortunately here, but again you get the sort of idea. Here it is. Again with the new models, I do like these guys. I like the sleekness of it. And the base, there's the base. But basically, with this kind of thing, you need it just for some air support. Now with 6th edition, you'll often get your opponents using flyers, so you want to maybe counteract that flyers. I know you already have a velocity tracker, but the flyer does add an extra sort of fear to the enemy. When they see the flyer, they sort of think, oh, I'm going to have to try and take that down early. So then obviously you get that. Then for a couple more points, you have 130 points, 2 broadside battle suits. Boom. This is the new model. I love the new model. I've given him plasma rifles and rail rifles. The reason for this is because I prefer taking down planes with the rail rifles. I know you can also take down planes more with missiles. That's how many missiles there actually are. But I just prefer these, to be honest. I also like the look of this one better. That is 130 points. I've given him a velocity tracker to take down the planes. As you realise, here we go. His name is Brad. Brad the Broadside. There we go. So, that makes up to 990 points, which means you have 10 points to spare to spend on whatever you want, to customise and stuff like that. If you want to compromise on some things, maybe not. The things I would compromise is not take a fire blade, so that's an extra 60 points. Maybe not give the fire warriors EMP grenades, but that does then eliminate their ability to destroy any tank at all. That could save you an extra 40, maybe 60 points. And then obviously you've got the drones and the iron rifle for the Pathfinder, so you get a lot of options and a lot of leeway with what you want to take. So I'm running out of time, so I'm trying to do this as quickly as possible. So obviously then, hopefully that satisfied you. Repeated Axe. Please give me any questions or comments if you need to. Thanks for watching, and battle on.